This week on the Digital Coffee, shopping is coming to YouTube. Instagram Reels get some new sound options, and Zoom is taking on Facebook with paid events. All that and more after this. Good morning, and welcome to the Digital Coffee. This is your weekly dose of digital marketing and social media news for small business. My name is Amanda Webb. If you are a retailer, you're soon going to have somewhere new to sell from. And that new spot is YouTube. According to Bloomberg, YouTube have been reaching out to creators and asking them to tag products in their existing videos and track products in their existing video. And apparently, they're going to be putting video tags or shopping tags on every video on YouTube. So you go there, you see something you want to buy, and you'll be able to click to buy it, which is kind of handy. And why are they doing this? Obviously, we've talked about Instagram a lot. Instagram are really pushing the shopping, as are Facebook, but Instagram more so. We've got Pinterest really pushing the shopping. Google want a piece of that action, and YouTube is obviously the place where they can do it. And we do need these shopping channels, right? Because we can't go out so much anymore. We can't go to the shops so much anymore. So I suppose all these big companies are giving us more options to do it. So in general, probably a good idea, but I do worry that YouTube will just become saturated with shopping and it will no longer be a useful place to go and see content. They really need to get the balance right. When you make a video, adding some sort of soundtrack, whether it's music or sound effects, can really help set the tone of the video. It can also help with the storytelling of the video. And this week, Instagram Reels has given us some new sound options. The bad news is, if you don't have sound because you've got a business account and they haven't given you sound, this still isn't going to help you. And that kind of annoys me a little bit. I'm like, I have a business account, just to put it out there, and I have music. I can put sounds on my reels, and I don't make reels. But I know most businesses don't have that option. And I'm kind of scared of saying that in case they take it away from me. But it annoys me because I think TikTok also, when you have a business account, won't let you access their library of music. It's a copyright thing. But they do have music you can use. It's very limited. And there is lots of copyright-free music out there that you can use for commercial use. I just wish Instagram would at least give us that. But no, they don't. End of rant. End of rant. They have, if you have music, they have introduced some new tools which will help you find and discover and enjoy clips a little bit more. So when you watch a reel, and it's got a soundtrack on that you like, you can click on the soundtrack and you can favorite it. So you can start building a library of sounds that you would like to use on your Reels videos. They'll also have a page then where you can see everyone who's already used that. So I got a little bit distracted when I was putting this together yesterday by cat videos, because there's a really cool cat song on there. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to actually find the tools that you want to. If you do have music, if you are able to access sounds in Reels, I would recommend, even if you can't, you're going to want to build up your own sound library. This is almost like building your visual brand. You know, we always think of branding being a visual thing, but actually sounds are equally as important. So think about the music that you're using in your videos. Save clips that represent your business. So do you want it to be funny? Do you want it to be whimsical? Is it a really serious business? Make sure that you're choosing clips that represent that properly, and don't just get carried away by music that you like. I love this tool. I do. I haven't really found anything exciting to do with Reels for my business. I'm not a big Instagrammer for my business, but I'm having fun with it on my personal account. Running a paid event through Zoom is a bit of a pain because you have to set up the Zoom link for the call, right? Then you have to go and set up the event somewhere, to maybe Eventbrite, to get your ticketing information sorted. And then when you run the event, you need to be careful that you're only letting people in who are paid, and with people using random names on Zoom or different emails from Zoom, that can be really cumbersome. And Zoom are about to make this easier. They are launching a tool called On Zoom, which is basically a platform where you'll be able to run, set up, take money, and promote your event for Zoom. It's going to have a directory where people can find the events. They'll be able to pay directly through Zoom using PayPal or a credit card. At the moment, they're not taking a cut of that, so all the money comes to you. And then, of course, you would just run it the regular way. And that's going to take all the hassle out of running a paid event on Zoom. So handy. It's called On Zoom, and it's only rolling out to the United States at the moment, but it is going to go global. They're just, running it out one region at a time. And this is going to be brilliant. I know Facebook are currently doing something similar. You can run paid events through Facebook and they take on all that. But there's two advantages to this. One, it's not Facebook. You're giving yourself a space outside Facebook, which means you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Secondly, not every event suits Facebook. Not everyone's able to use Facebook, or it might not be a good channel for your business. So Zoom gives you that opportunity. One of the valuable things I've always found about LinkedIn is the direct messaging. You can really get to know people and solidify your relationships. And then at some stage, if you happen to be in the area, you would meet people for coffee or tea or whatever it happened to be that you like to drink, or a pint maybe, depending where you are in the world. So that was always such a nice function. It was a really good way to build a relationship. And of course, in the current times, in the current climate, we can't just go out and meet people. I'd love to, but we can't. And we are forming better relationships with people online. I'm meeting more people possibly via Zoom calls throughout the world now, rather than being limited to the places that I travel. And LinkedIn are buying into this. LinkedIn are giving us this new tool, which will allow us to set up a video call directly from LinkedIn Messenger. So we're having a conversation. Let's jump on a call. Actually, I hate that term. Let's have a call. You click on the video icon and you can set up that call using Microsoft Teams, obviously, because Microsoft own LinkedIn. So there's a good integration there. Zoom or BlueJeans. So they're the three meeting platforms it's currently supporting. And this really does help you build a stronger relationship. And I really think that's what LinkedIn is for, particularly through direct messaging. So this is a good tool. I can see me using it. I guess the one thing is, don't pressurize someone into a call immediately, because if they're like me and it's a day that they don't have a call booked already, there'll be a mess. Like my hair will be and I'll have no makeup on. So, maybe schedule it for some time and then use the meeting software. Big fan of this. Think it's a really smart move from LinkedIn. Twitter conversations, I find, can be really valuable. You can throw something out there, get into a conversation, really find out more about your audience, do some audience research, just have a bit of banter, start building relationships. It really is a fabulous tool just to get into conversations on Twitter. But the problem is that sometimes someone just comes and hijacks your conversation. Maybe they'll leave a nasty comment. Maybe they'll just go off on another topic. And instead of your conversation being the wonderful thing that you were having, it just goes off on into an argument with people backing you up, people backing them up. And suddenly it's not about your topic at all. It's turned into this horrible thing that Twitter has been renowned for. Well, this week, Twitter is letting you, I have this option, I'm not sure if everyone does, hide replies from people. So you'll be able to actually find the comment that I didn't want to hide this person's reply, which is why I blurred them out. You can just click the three dots next to their comment and you will see hide reply from the drop down menu. And that's actually going to hide the reply from everyone. So it's not going to hijack the conversation. It'll still be there if anyone wants to view it, if anyone's being a little bit nosy or gossipy, but the conversation will stay on track. And I think this is brilliant. I think this is a really good way, because of course we can do it on other channels, right? If we post something on Facebook and somebody leaves a stupid comment, we can hide it. Or if someone leaves an abusive comment, we can hide it. We don't have to delete it. There was no way to do that on Twitter until now. And I think this is smart, because Twitter is a wonderful place when conversations stay healthy and stay on track. The problem with a lot of Twitter accounts is they do a lot of retweeting. So I will go and I'll find somebody I think I'm interested in, and I want to know a little bit more about whether they're worth following. And I'll go to their timeline and it's just retweet, 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 retweet. It tells me nothing about that person. And it's so easy just to hit that retweet button. I know I do it sometimes without thinking. And the problem is when we do that, it doesn't really give any context to our audience about why we're sharing it or what our feelings are about something. It's just a lazy button that we can click. There's a lot less of it now. More people are just being lazy, clicking the like button rather than the retweet button. But the retweet means that it's actually appearing on your feed if people go and look at it. So the obvious option is to do less regular retweeting and more quote tweeting. And Twitter seemed to agree, because this week they have added quote tweet as the default. So instead of clicking the retweet button and sending it to the world, you click the retweet button and the quote tweet interface appears. And even though you can just click that retweet button and it will be a regular retweet, it gives you pause for thought. It makes you think, maybe I should add some context to this. Maybe I should add my own commentary to this, make it more valuable for my followers. And I think, yeah, this is probably going to reduce the number of retweets we get. But hey, that's been happening anyway. It does mean that when people retweet and leave that quote tweet, it's going to be more valuable to us as the originator of the tweet, because their audience is going to understand why they would want to look at it. So I think this is a good thing from Twitter. I used to have a big thumbs up. It's over there now. One day I shall reactivate it, but I'm giving that a big thumbs up. I love Twitter threads. Twitter threads are when you reply to yourself on Twitter. And so when somebody views it, they could see any one of the tweets in the thread. When they view it, they can click in and read the whole thing. So if you've got more than 140 characters worth of stuff that you want to say, you can use this to connect your tweets together and do a little bit more storytelling. You can add your GIFs and you can add your images just like you normally would. And I can actually, I really enjoy reading these sometimes. When I have more time to consume on Twitter, I will read a thread, and some of them are really fascinating. This week, WordPress, so WordPress.com. So if you have a website where you have to go to WordPress.com to log in, have launched a new tool via Jetpack where you will automatically be able to set up your blog post as a Twitter thread. This isn't going to work if you're a WordPress.org user. So that means that you've actually got your own hosting and you've just put the WordPress site there. As far as I know, it's not available for that yet. It's just WordPress.com. So what will happen is it won't just find it's not even 140 characters now, is it? I can't believe I just said that. It won't just take the length of a tweet, 280 characters. It won't just take the length of a tweet and then cut it off in the middle of a sentence. It will put it out properly. It will include your images and I think your videos as well that you may have created as part of the blog post, and it will just put it together in this lovely thread, which I think is a great idea. Except, according to Orbit Media, that's Andy Crestandina, big fan of his, he releases a blogging study every year, and blog posts are getting long. They're getting long. So they're getting longer every year. Now, sometimes I will write a blog post that's 3,000 words long. If that was converted into a Twitter thread, nobody's going to want to read that. Nobody's going to want to read that. There will, of course, be the option to click through and read the blog post on your site, but nobody's going to want to read it. In fact, if loads of people started doing this from WordPress.com, all we're going to see on Twitter is these ridiculously long threads, which will totally wreck Twitter. So I'm half a fan. I think it's a nice idea. But on the other side, I think it could kill threads.